Okay, so we are at the point where we've pretty much planted most of the veggies. I am really far behind this year. I spent so much time working with my flowers, moving them around, that I'm really behind in my veggies. So you just saw me boiling weeds. Here are the weeds that were boiling. I made a video about that before called Weed Soup. Little funny way of calling it, getting rid of weeds in a gravel driveway, because if you pull the weeds out, then you end up with pulling up a lot of dirt, and I'd rather have gravel on the top. So what we do is we boil it, just like you saw me do, and what that does is not only does it kill the weed that's growing, it kills everything else in that area that gets boiled for about 6 weeks or so. So when the garden is mostly planted, it's when we go back, it's just time to clean it up a little bit. I've done quite a bit of work in here already. I've weeded most of this area here. You can see here, I don't know if you remember, I've got a bit of an S-shaped curve, and I thought it would look nice with basil growing up to define that curve. And you can see I've only got a couple little basil plants growing. So what I've done here is I've just loosened the soil, moved it, and I'm going to plant some seeds here and then just put the dirt back. Now I've already done that here, and you know what? I ran out of basil seeds. So that's on the shopping list for later today. One of the things that I always look for is, I've talked about these beans and how these beans like to grow up, and I've put the poles in the ground. I noticed that these beans were actually reaching over to this really tall chicken wire, and they're starting to grow through there. So I just slapped up some lines, and I've already wrapped some of these vines around here. So over the next month or so, this is going to get really, really tall. My carrot section, very hard to see, only a few grew, only a few seeds took, and the rest of this area was just absolutely covered in weeds. So I just cleared this off, and I've planted some more carrot seeds. So wish me luck for that. And these are my potato plants. Now I mentioned that I planted these H-framed, so what we're going to do today is we're going to add some string to there. So there we go. The string is there just to help support the plants so they don't fall over. So a little update in my garden.